The uploaded reference script focuses on escalating institutional collapse, internal royal betrayal, succession anxiety, and the transfer of authority from King Charles III toward Prince William and Catherine, Princess of Wales, while framing Queen Camilla as increasingly isolated inside Buckingham Palace. The structure below follows your requested Royal Prime retention framework while introducing new narrative progression, stronger SEO reinforcement, smoother emotional escalation, and a more cinematic opening flow. Prince William, the future king, had spent years preparing for pressure from outside the monarchy, but according to palace insiders, the most dangerous threat facing Buckingham Palace was no longer coming from anti-monarchy protesters, political critics, or even the endless controversies surrounding Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. The real panic had started inside the royal family itself, behind guarded doors where loyalty was collapsing, authority was shifting, and Queen Camilla was beginning to realize that the monarchy Prince William intended to inherit might not have a place for Queen Camilla at all. And when King Charles III finally stopped resisting that reality, something inside Buckingham Palace changed forever. 4 years, the British royal family survived by protecting appearances, carefully managing headlines, and convincing the public that tradition still held everything together. But after the growing scandal surrounding Prince Andrew, the cancer battle facing King Charles III, and the accelerating rise of Prince William and Kate Middleton as the monarchy's new center of gravity, palace insiders claimed the institution quietly entered survival mode. What made the situation even more explosive was that Prince William reportedly no longer viewed the crisis as temporary damage control. Prince William, according to multiple royal commentators, had started behaving like a future king already preparing for a monarchy beyond King Charles III. And that subtle transition terrified people inside Buckingham Palace who understood exactly what it meant for Queen Camilla. Because this was never only about Prince Andrew. This was never only about royal scandal. The deeper conflict was about control over the future of the monarchy itself. On one side stood King Charles III, emotionally exhausted, physically weakened, and increasingly dependent on Prince William and Catherine, Princess of Wales, to stabilize public confidence during one of the darkest periods the royal family had faced in decades. On the other side stood Queen Camilla, a woman who spent 20 years fighting for legitimacy, only to suddenly discover that legitimacy inside the monarchy can disappear the moment power begins changing hands. And according to reports circulating through palace circles, Queen Camilla understood something deeply uncomfortable before almost anyone else publicly admitted it. Prince William was no longer waiting. What makes this power shift even more fascinating is how carefully Prince William and Kate Middleton managed their public image while the internal tension kept growing behind closed doors. Every appearance by Catherine, Princess of Wales, during the health crisis surrounding King Charles III strengthened public trust in the Wales family even further. Poll numbers reportedly improved. Public sympathy intensified. Crowds reacted emotionally to Kate Middleton in ways Queen Camilla struggled to replicate despite years of image rehabilitation. And inside royal strategy meetings, palace insiders allegedly started noticing a dangerous contrast forming between the popularity of Prince William and Kate Middleton versus the increasingly fragile position of King Charles III and Queen Camilla. Does that sound like coincidence to you? Or does it sound like the monarchy quietly preparing for its next era before the current one had even ended? What happened next only accelerated the pressure already consuming Buckingham Palace. After the growing fallout connected to Prince Andrew and the renewed scrutiny surrounding Jeffrey Epstein connections, Prince William reportedly became far more aggressive about institutional protection. Royal commentators began describing Prince William not as a traditional royal figure shaped entirely by ceremony, but as a future king obsessed with risk management, reputation control, and survival of the crown at all costs. That difference matters enormously because Prince William appears to view emotional loyalty very differently from King Charles III. Where King Charles III often hesitated, negotiated, or delayed difficult confrontations inside the royal family, Prince William reportedly moved with cold efficiency whenever scandal threatened the monarchy's public image. And this is where the conflict surrounding Queen Camilla became impossible to ignore. According to multiple reports referenced throughout royal media discussions, Prince William allegedly viewed Queen Camilla's continued personal loyalties to controversial royal figures as a direct threat to the future stability of the monarchy. For Queen Camilla, maintaining decades-long personal relationships may have felt human, understandable, even emotionally necessary after years spent defending King Charles III through public humiliation and royal backlash. But for Prince William, the future king, those same relationships reportedly represented vulnerability, distraction, and reputational danger during a moment when public trust in the royal family was already hanging by a thread. The clash was no longer personal frustration buried beneath polite smiles at royal events. The clash had reportedly evolved into a battle over who truly controlled the monarchy's future direction. At the same time, Kate Middleton's growing influence reportedly made the situation even more painful for Queen Camilla. Royal insiders repeatedly described Catherine, Princess of Wales, as calm under pressure, highly disciplined, and increasingly central to palace operations during periods when King Charles III faced serious health struggles. That matters because public perception inside the monarchy becomes reality very quickly. Every time Kate Middleton appeared composed during national uncertainty, every time Prince William projected authority beside Catherine, Princess of Wales, the public conversation shifted further toward the next generation of the royal family. And while Buckingham Palace publicly insisted that King Charles III remained fully in control, the visual reality appearing in front of millions of viewers suggested something very different. The monarchy already looked like Prince William's institution. But the emotional damage inside the royal family may have been even deeper than the political struggle itself. Because Queen Camilla reportedly believed years of sacrifice had earned permanent security inside the monarchy. Queen Camilla survived public hatred after Princess Diana's death, survived years of brutal tabloid coverage, survived accusations that followed King Charles III throughout the collapse of his marriage to Princess Diana, and eventually stood beside King Charles III during the coronation watched around the world. From Queen Camilla's perspective, that long journey was supposed to end with stability, influence, and historical acceptance. Instead, according to royal insiders, Queen Camilla suddenly found herself watching Prince William and Kate Middleton quietly redesign the monarchy around a future where Queen Camilla's relevance could become increasingly limited after King Charles III eventually steps aside. And perhaps the most uncomfortable part of this entire story is that Prince William may genuinely believe this transformation is necessary. Because Prince William reportedly understands something many previous senior royals resisted admitting publicly. Modern audiences no longer protect the monarchy automatically. Younger generations question royal privilege constantly. Public patience for scandal has collapsed. Social media amplifies every controversy within minutes. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle already fractured the institution internationally through interviews, documentaries, and public accusations that continue damaging royal unity worldwide. Add the Prince Andrew disaster on top of that crisis, and suddenly Prince William's ruthless approach toward reputation management starts making more sense. Prince William may not see these decisions as cruelty. Prince William may see them as survival. And yet, according to palace insiders, Queen Camilla is not quietly accepting this transition behind closed doors. Reports suggest frustration inside Buckingham Palace has intensified dramatically as Queen Camilla allegedly grows more fearful about what happens after Prince William officially becomes king. Because once Prince William inherits the throne, Catherine, Princess of Wales, will not simply become another senior royal figure. Kate Middleton will become the most powerful woman inside the monarchy. And for Queen Camilla, that possibility changes everything. But if tensions inside Buckingham Palace are already reaching dangerous levels now, what happens when King Charles III can no longer hold the balance together at all? Because according to growing speculation surrounding the royal family, the real confrontation may not have even started yet. And before the next section begins, tell me this down below. Do you believe Prince William is protecting the monarchy? Or do you think Prince William is quietly pushing Queen Camilla out of the royal family's future completely? If you're enjoying this deep royal analysis on Prince William, Kate Middleton, King Charles III, Meghan Markle, Prince Harry, and the future of the monarchy, make sure you subscribe to the channel because the next part reveals the private palace strategy that insiders claim changed everything behind closed doors. The deeper Prince William moved into the center of royal decision-making, the more obvious it became that Buckingham Palace was no longer functioning like the monarchy King Charles III imagined inheriting after waiting more than 70 years for the throne. Palace insiders increasingly described an institution operating under quiet emergency conditions, where every appearance, every statement, and every alliance inside the royal family was being evaluated through one brutal question. Could this person still protect the monarchy's future, or were they becoming a liability the crown could no longer afford? And according to reports surrounding Prince William and Catherine, Princess of Wales, that question had started pointing directly toward Queen Camilla. What made the situation especially dangerous was that King Charles III reportedly understood exactly why Prince William was becoming more aggressive behind closed palace doors. The scandal surrounding Prince Andrew had already damaged public confidence in the royal family at a time when support for the monarchy was becoming increasingly fragile among younger generations. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle had already created a completely different crisis by exposing internal family tensions to a global audience through interviews, documentaries, and media campaigns that Buckingham Palace never fully managed to contain. Then came the simultaneous health battles involving King Charles III and Kate Middleton, forcing Prince William into a leadership position far earlier than anyone inside the monarchy originally expected. Does it suddenly make more sense why Prince William appears so determined to control every possible threat surrounding the crown? And while the public mostly focused on headlines involving Prince Harry, Meghan Markle, or King Charles III's health, palace insiders claimed the royal transformation was happening quietly around Catherine, Princess of Wales. Because every major crisis reportedly increased Kate Middleton's influence inside the monarchy. Royal staff allegedly viewed Kate Middleton as disciplined, politically careful, emotionally stable, and extraordinarily effective at maintaining public trust during periods of chaos. That growing confidence surrounding Catherine, Princess of Wales, reportedly intensified Queen Camilla's private frustrations because Queen Camilla had spent decades fighting to secure public acceptance, only to watch Kate Middleton achieve a level of natural public admiration that could not be manufactured through palace strategy. Reports suggest Queen Camilla became increasingly sensitive to how often Prince William and Kate Middleton were positioned at the center of royal recovery efforts while King Charles III struggled physically behind the scenes. Even during official engagements, observers noticed growing differences in public reaction whenever Catherine, Princess of Wales, entered a room compared with Queen Camilla. Cameras followed Kate Middleton instinctively. International media coverage focused heavily on Prince William and Catherine, Princess of Wales, as symbols of the monarchy's future stability. And according to palace commentators, that shift created an atmosphere where Queen Camilla allegedly started feeling less like a protected queen consort and more like a temporary figure standing in the path of the next royal era. But this is where the emotional conflict becomes even more complicated. Because Queen Camilla reportedly never believed Prince William truly forgave the destruction surrounding Princess Diana and King Charles III's marriage. Royal biographers have repeatedly suggested that Prince William learned to manage those emotions publicly with far greater discipline than Prince Harry. But insiders claim the emotional distance between Prince William and Queen Camilla never fully disappeared beneath the surface. That history matters now because power transitions inside the monarchy are never only political. They are deeply personal. Every unresolved wound eventually returns during moments of institutional crisis. And according to reports surrounding Buckingham Palace, Prince William may now hold enough authority to shape Queen Camilla's future role inside the royal family almost entirely on his own terms. At the same time, speculation surrounding possible abdication planning continues fueling anxiety inside royal circles. While Buckingham Palace publicly avoids confirming such discussions, reports suggest conversations surrounding succession logistics, reduced royal duties, and long-term institutional transition have become increasingly serious as King Charles III continues cancer treatment. And that possibility changes everything for Queen Camilla because once Prince William officially becomes king, the balance of protection surrounding Queen Camilla reportedly disappears overnight. Suddenly the future king becomes the king himself, Kate Middleton becomes queen, and the monarchy enters an entirely different power structure where past loyalties may no longer carry the same weight. And according to palace insiders, Queen Camilla understands that reality better than anyone else inside Buckingham Palace. But what Prince William allegedly plans next for the monarchy may create an even larger shock for senior royal figures still trying to protect the institution's traditional structure. Because insiders claim Prince William does not simply want to inherit the monarchy. Prince William reportedly wants to rebuild it completely for a modern world that no longer guarantees survival to the royal family automatically. And that next phase could change the relationship between Prince William, Kate Middleton, King Charles III, Prince Harry, Meghan Markle, and Buckingham Palace forever. Before the next section, tell me this. Do you think Prince William is becoming too ruthless in protecting the monarchy? Or is Prince William doing exactly what a future king must do to save the royal family from collapse? And if you're enjoying this deep analysis of Prince William, Kate Middleton, King Charles III, Meghan Markle, Prince Harry, and the future of Buckingham Palace, make sure you subscribe because the next part reveals the shocking palace strategy insiders claim Queen Camilla never saw coming. The closer Prince William moved toward becoming the unquestioned center of the monarchy, the more Buckingham Palace reportedly began dividing into invisible camps behind closed doors. Palace insiders described growing tension between royal figures who still believed King Charles III should continue protecting long-standing personal loyalties and a newer faction surrounding Prince William and Kate Middleton that viewed emotional attachment as dangerous weakness during a moment of institutional crisis. And according to reports circulating through royal circles, Queen Camilla increasingly realized that Prince William's vision for the future monarchy might leave very little room for the kind of influence Queen Camilla once expected to hold permanently. What made this conflict especially painful was the emotional history buried underneath every political disagreement. Queen Camilla had spent decades standing beside King Charles III through scandals, public humiliation, media attacks, and years of hostility from people who never forgave the collapse of Princess Diana's marriage. By the time King Charles III and Queen Camilla stood together during the coronation, many royal observers believed Queen Camilla had finally secured lasting acceptance inside the institution she fought so hard to enter. But according to palace insiders, that sense of security reportedly began collapsing the moment Prince William started exercising real authority during King Charles III's health crisis. Because Prince William, the future king, reportedly approached the monarchy very differently from King Charles III. Where King Charles III often prioritized preserving relationships inside the royal family, Prince William allegedly focused almost entirely on protecting the institution itself. Palace commentators repeatedly described Prince William as disciplined, strategic, and increasingly impatient with anything capable of creating further damage to public trust in the monarchy. After years of controversy involving Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, combined with the devastating fallout surrounding Prince Andrew, Prince William reportedly concluded that the royal family could no longer survive repeated scandals while expecting the public to remain endlessly forgiving. Does Prince William sound harsh, or does Prince William sound like someone preparing for a monarchy fighting to survive modern public scrutiny? At the same time, Kate Middleton's growing role inside Buckingham Palace reportedly intensified Queen Camilla's frustrations even further. Royal insiders claimed Catherine, Princess of Wales, became deeply involved in major palace discussions during periods when King Charles III's health limited public activity. Senior staff allegedly trusted Kate Middleton's judgment, public image, and calm handling of pressure so strongly that Catherine, Princess of Wales, increasingly became one of the monarchy's most influential figures without officially holding the highest title yet. And every time Kate Middleton successfully reassured the public during moments of uncertainty, the contrast between the future royal couple and the older generation reportedly became more impossible for Buckingham Palace to ignore. What happened next only deepened Queen Camilla's growing fears about the future. According to reports from royal insiders, conversations surrounding long-term succession planning allegedly accelerated dramatically as concerns over King Charles III's health continued dominating palace strategy. While Buckingham Palace publicly maintained confidence in the king's leadership, insiders claimed preparations for a future transition quietly intensified behind closed doors. That reality reportedly created enormous anxiety for Queen Camilla because once Prince William officially becomes king, Catherine, Princess of Wales, instantly becomes the central female figure within the monarchy. In practical terms, that means Queen Camilla's public standing, institutional access, and long-term influence could depend almost entirely on the goodwill of Prince William and Kate Middleton. And this is where years of unresolved royal tension suddenly become incredibly important. Because royal commentators have long suggested that Prince William never fully accepted Queen Camilla emotionally despite maintaining public unity for the sake of the monarchy. Unlike Prince Harry, whose frustration often became visible publicly, Prince William reportedly learned to bury personal resentment beneath discipline, duty, and controlled public behavior. But palace insiders claim those unresolved feelings never completely disappeared, especially regarding the emotional pain surrounding Princess Diana and the breakdown of King Charles III's marriage decades earlier. Now imagine that same Prince William holding ultimate authority over Queen Camilla's future position once the transition of power finally becomes official. Suddenly, every polite public appearance inside Buckingham Palace starts looking very different. And according to growing speculation, Queen Camilla understands that reality more clearly with every passing month. Reports suggest Queen Camilla increasingly fears becoming isolated inside a monarchy now emotionally and politically centered around Prince William and Kate Middleton. Because while King Charles III may still wear the crown publicly, many royal observers already believe the future king and Catherine, Princess of Wales, are quietly shaping the next royal era in real time. But if palace tensions are already reaching this level before Prince William officially takes the throne, what happens once the future king no longer needs to compromise with anyone at all? Because insiders claim the next phase of Prince William's strategy could fundamentally reshape the monarchy, Prince Harry, Meghan Markle, Queen Camilla, and even Buckingham Palace itself in ways the public still cannot fully see. And before the next section begins, tell me honestly, do you think Queen Camilla deserves sympathy after everything Queen Camilla endured beside King Charles III? Or do you believe Prince William and Kate Middleton are right to prioritize the monarchy's survival above personal loyalty? If you're enjoying this deep royal analysis involving Prince William, Kate Middleton, King Charles III, Meghan Markle, Prince Harry, and Buckingham Palace, make sure you subscribe because the next section reveals the private royal tensions insiders claim could explode into the monarchy's biggest internal battle yet. What frightened Buckingham Palace most was not the public criticism surrounding Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, or even the endless scandals that continued damaging trust in the royal family. According to palace insiders, the real fear spreading quietly through royal corridors was the possibility that Prince William had already decided the monarchy could only survive through brutal restructuring, even if that restructuring destroyed long-standing personal relationships inside the House of Windsor forever. And as King Charles III's health struggles reportedly continued placing enormous pressure on the institution, insiders claimed Prince William was becoming increasingly convinced that emotional compromise had become a luxury the monarchy could no longer afford. That shift reportedly changed the atmosphere around Queen Camilla almost immediately. For years, Queen Camilla survived inside the monarchy by mastering patience, restraint, and careful political survival. After the death of Princess Diana, public hostility toward Queen Camilla reached levels few royal figures could have endured emotionally. Yet over time, Queen Camilla rebuilt public respect slowly beside King Charles III through charity work, disciplined public appearances, and unwavering loyalty during some of the monarchy's most difficult years. By the coronation, many believed Queen Camilla had finally secured permanent acceptance inside Buckingham Palace. But according to reports surrounding Prince William and Catherine, Princess of Wales, the future monarchy may no longer view Queen Camilla through the lens of past sacrifice. Instead, palace insiders claim Prince William increasingly evaluates every senior royal figure through a far colder calculation. Does this person strengthen the monarchy's future, or does this person complicate it? And that question reportedly became especially sensitive whenever Prince William discussed the long-term image of the crown after King Charles III. Because while King Charles III reportedly continued trying to preserve internal peace inside the royal family, Prince William allegedly focused on building a monarchy centered around stability, discipline, and public trust restored through younger leadership. Royal commentators increasingly noticed how often Prince William and Kate Middleton were positioned at the emotional center of national moments, while King Charles III reduced public duties during treatment. Catherine, Princess of Wales, in particular, reportedly became one of the monarchy's strongest symbols of reassurance during periods of uncertainty, and insiders claim palace staff viewed Kate Middleton as absolutely essential to maintaining public confidence in the future of the royal family. That growing dependence on Prince William and Catherine, Princess of Wales, quietly shifted the balance of influence inside Buckingham Palace in ways Queen Camilla reportedly found deeply unsettling. What made the situation even more complicated was Prince Harry and Meghan Markle continuing to exist as a global pressure point hanging over every palace strategy discussion. According to royal insiders, Prince William reportedly viewed the Sussex situation as proof that the monarchy could no longer survive divided messaging, private resentment leaking publicly, or competing royal narratives damaging institutional credibility worldwide. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry had already shown how quickly internal royal conflict could become international media warfare. And after witnessing years of damage caused by public royal division, Prince William allegedly became determined to prevent any future instability from growing unchecked inside Buckingham Palace again. That determination reportedly intensified after conversations surrounding succession planning became more serious behind closed doors. While Buckingham Palace publicly denied dramatic transition rumors, insiders claimed discussions regarding reduced royal responsibilities, emergency continuity planning, and eventual transfer of authority accelerated significantly as King Charles III's health situation continued dominating palace operations. According to some reports, Prince William was already handling far more strategic influence than the public fully understood, especially during moments requiring rapid response management involving scandals or institutional controversy. And for Queen Camilla, that gradual transfer of influence reportedly created an emotionally devastating realization. Once Prince William officially becomes king, Queen Camilla may lose the single person who consistently protected her position inside the monarchy above everyone else. King Charles III. That possibility reportedly transformed private tension into something much more personal. Because according to palace commentators, Queen Camilla increasingly fears becoming politically isolated within a monarchy emotionally aligned around Prince William and Kate Middleton. Royal insiders claim Catherine, Princess of Wales, has earned extraordinary trust among palace staff, national audiences, and even international leaders through composure, discipline, and carefully controlled public behavior. Meanwhile, Prince William reportedly views the future monarchy as a streamlined institution where public confidence must always come before personal loyalty. Put those two realities together, and suddenly Queen Camilla's future inside Buckingham Palace starts looking far less secure than it once appeared during the coronation celebrations watched around the world. And perhaps the most fascinating part of this entire royal power struggle is that Prince William reportedly does not see himself as ruthless at all. According to insiders, the future king genuinely believes the monarchy stands at a dangerous crossroads historically, where failure to modernize quickly could permanently weaken public support for the institution itself. From Prince William's perspective, every controversy involving Prince Harry, Meghan Markle, Prince Andrew, or internal palace division becomes evidence that the old royal system no longer protects the crown the way it once did. And if Prince William truly believes the monarchy is entering a survival era, then Queen Camilla may simply represent one more difficult problem Prince William feels obligated to solve before taking the throne. But according to growing palace speculation, Queen Camilla is not prepared to disappear quietly into the background of Prince William and Kate Middleton's future monarchy. In fact, insiders claim Queen Camilla may already be making strategic moves behind closed doors designed to protect influence, relationships, and long-term relevance after King Charles III eventually steps aside. And if those reports are accurate, the next phase of this royal conflict could become even more explosive than anything Buckingham Palace has faced so far. Before the next section, tell me honestly, do you believe Prince William is saving the monarchy from collapse? Or do you think Prince William's aggressive approach risks creating even deeper fractures inside the royal family? And if you're enjoying this deep analysis involving Prince William, Kate Middleton, King Charles III, Meghan Markle, Prince Harry, Queen Camilla, and Buckingham Palace, make sure you subscribe because the next section reveals the alleged private strategy insiders claim Queen Camilla has been building behind palace walls all along. And this is where the story surrounding Prince William, Queen Camilla, King Charles III, Kate Middleton, Prince Harry, and Meghan Markle becomes far more dangerous than most royal watchers realize publicly. Because according to palace insiders, the real battle inside Buckingham Palace is no longer about public image alone. The real battle is about who controls the emotional future of the monarchy after King Charles III is gone. And what reportedly terrifies Queen Camilla most is not simply losing influence. It is the possibility of becoming historically erased from the royal narrative Prince William and Catherine, Princess of Wales, are preparing to lead. According to reports circulating through royal circles, Queen Camilla allegedly understands that Prince William's future monarchy will operate very differently from the institution King Charles III inherited from Queen Elizabeth II. The old royal model survived through silence, internal protection, carefully hidden tensions, and loyalty that often outweighed accountability. But Prince William reportedly believes modern audiences no longer tolerate that system. After years of scandals involving Prince Andrew, global criticism fueled by Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, and relentless pressure placed on Buckingham Palace through social media and international coverage, Prince William allegedly concluded that the monarchy's survival now depends on ruthless clarity about who strengthens the crown and who weakens it. And insiders claim that realization fundamentally changed Prince William's relationship with Queen Camilla forever. What makes this especially emotional is that Queen Camilla reportedly never expected to become vulnerable again after finally reaching the top beside King Charles III. For decades, Queen Camilla endured hatred that would have destroyed many public figures completely. Every stage of Queen Camilla's rise inside the royal family came with resistance, public criticism, and constant comparisons to Princess Diana. Yet Queen Camilla survived all of it beside King Charles III and eventually stood inside Westminster Abbey as Queen Consort during the coronation. From Queen Camilla's perspective, that moment symbolized victory after years of humiliation. But according to palace insiders, Prince William and Kate Middleton's growing dominance inside Buckingham Palace quietly transformed that victory into something temporary. Because while King Charles III reportedly still tries balancing personal loyalty with institutional responsibility, Prince William allegedly sees the future monarchy through an entirely different lens. Royal commentators increasingly describe Prince William as focused, strategic, and emotionally disciplined to a degree that unsettles even senior palace staff. Catherine, Princess of Wales, reportedly complements that strategy perfectly through calm public composure, careful messaging, and extraordinary popularity with audiences across Britain and internationally. Together, Prince William and Kate Middleton now represent stability in the eyes of many royal supporters. And according to insiders, that reality has left Queen Camilla feeling increasingly isolated despite still holding the title of Queen Consort publicly. At the same time, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle continue casting a shadow over every major palace calculation. According to reports, Prince William allegedly views the breakdown between the Sussexes and Buckingham Palace as proof that unresolved internal resentment eventually becomes public destruction if left unmanaged too long. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry already transformed private royal conflict into a worldwide media spectacle that damaged the monarchy's credibility internationally. Palace insiders claim Prince William never forgot how powerless Buckingham Palace looked during that period, especially as interviews, documentaries, and accusations continued reshaping public perception globally. And after witnessing that crisis unfold in real time, Prince William reportedly became determined to prevent any future instability from growing unchecked again, regardless of how painful the decisions might become personally. That is why reports surrounding Queen Camilla's alleged private maneuvering have started attracting so much attention inside royal circles recently. Because according to growing speculation, Queen Camilla reportedly understands that maintaining relevance after King Charles III's reign may require building independent influence separate from Prince William and Kate Middleton's future court entirely. Some insiders claim Queen Camilla has been quietly strengthening relationships with older royal allies, longtime aristocratic networks, and figures still loyal personally to King Charles III rather than emotionally aligned with the Wales family. Other reports suggest Queen Camilla fears becoming gradually pushed into ceremonial irrelevance once Catherine, Princess of Wales, officially becomes queen. And if those fears are accurate, then Buckingham Palace may already be entering the early stages of a hidden internal power struggle between the outgoing royal generation and the monarchy Prince William intends to build next. What makes this entire situation even more extraordinary is that the public largely sees only fragments of what may truly be happening behind palace walls. Official appearances still project unity. Public statements remain carefully controlled. King Charles III continues performing royal duties whenever health allows. Prince William and Kate Middleton continue presenting calm professionalism during every major event. Yet according to palace insiders, beneath that polished surface sits growing tension over succession, influence, loyalty, and historical legacy itself. Because once Prince William officially becomes king, the emotional hierarchy inside the royal family changes permanently. Catherine, Princess of Wales, becomes queen. Prince William gains total institutional authority. And Queen Camilla may discover that surviving the journey to the crown was far easier than surviving what comes after it. And perhaps that is the darkest irony surrounding this entire royal conflict. Queen Camilla spent decades fighting to enter the center of the monarchy beside King Charles III, only to reportedly realize that the monarchy's future may already belong emotionally, politically, and publicly to Prince William and Kate Middleton long before the official transition even happens. Meanwhile, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle remain distant but influential reminders of how fragile royal unity has already become in the modern era. And as Buckingham Palace quietly prepares for whatever comes next, one uncomfortable question continues hanging over the entire royal family. Is Prince William saving the monarchy from collapse? Or is Prince William creating a colder royal institution where personal loyalty no longer matters at all? And before you leave, tell me this down below. Do you believe Queen Camilla deserves a secure place inside the monarchy after everything Queen Camilla endured beside King Charles III? Or do you think Prince William and Kate Middleton are right to reshape the royal family completely for a new generation? If you enjoyed this deep royal analysis involving Prince William, Kate Middleton, King Charles III, Meghan Markle, Prince Harry, Queen Camilla, and Buckingham Palace, make sure you subscribe to the channel because the next royal story unfolding behind palace walls may become even more explosive than this one.